Hello everyone, welcome back to my Minecraft series. This is Don playing all the mods 5. Um, this is episode 18 and we are continuing our adventure along this world. Our tower is nice and dandy and we also expanded our spawner room. The previous episode, so turn turn the lights off, mob spawn, and yeah, um, we'll be back in a second and we'll continue with most likely Mechanism. Alright guys, so um I did a whoopsie. I did all this and I recorded and then I realized that my screen was only recording like 3/4 of the screen. My software recording was recording only 3/4 of the screen. So unfortunately I did all this progress and I explained everything, but I'll do it again, only it's already built. So basically, we made a bunch of infusing factories, basic infusing factories, and then some basic enriching factories, and some chambers and crusher that we needed to process. And I did power on the bottom with a flux point on a second tier mechanism cable, universal cable, because I'm afraid that I'm gonna run out of juice for all the machines here. So I had to upgrade to second tier. And the cable, I just got it from the autocrafting area, the refined storage cable. Basically, all I want to do is have enriched redstone always exported in this machine so it's full, because for one redstone you get 10, let's say, liquid redstone here, but for one enriched redstone you get 100, I believe, or something like that. It's 10 times more potent, or maybe 8, I don't remember. The same for this one, which is enriched diamonds. This one is enriched carbon and enriched, well, refined obsidian, and this one is going to be tin, which is enriched tin. Um, it's I want to do this for the auto crafting. I need to have all these machines in order for me to not worry about having to craft redstone, enrich redstone, and then add it here, and I request something and it doesn't have enough redstone, so I need to come here and manually add it or whatnot. So I always wanted this machine to be full of redstone, this machine to be full of diamond, and so forth. And in order to do that, I made these machines here, which create the enriched version for those infusing factories. So this one will always export diamonds into this machine to create enriched diamonds, but only when I have less than 20, because this is set to emit when I have more than 20 in my refined storage system. So I have 14 here, and I have 203. Okay, well, that didn't work correctly. So it probably did. This is set to only work without the redstone signal, and this is emitting a redstone signal what I have when I have above 20. So while I was building it and testing, this probably wasn't set up correctly, and it kept doing it. And so I'm not gonna waste all my diamonds constantly creating or making them all into an enriched version, but only when this machine is using um, the enriched diamonds, and in my system, let's say this is full with 64. If in my system there's additional 20, then this machine will stop and it will not make any more enriched diamonds. That's the plan with the detector, right? In the back, I have importers all the way. On the top, there's the exporter that only runs when there's no redstone signal emitting. And this, like I said, it's emitting at this moment. The same here for um, redstone. So when I don't have 20 enriched redstone in my system, that's when this machine will trigger and it will make more enriched redstone. At the moment, I have 64 in my system, so that's why it's not making anymore. This one is the same for obsidian, but for refined obsidian dust, it's a bit more complicated because the process is a bit longer, and um, basically I need to make the refined obsidian, which is crafted in a um, infuser with diamond uh, dust, which can also be refined or enriched diamond. So I just need to crush some obsidian in a, not a crusher, so it's not so obvious. It's in a enrichment chamber. So you get dust, and then with said dust, you get to upgrade it to refined obsidian dust with some diamond. So in the back here, I have a basic infusing factory, which basically does the same thing as this one, just uh, an exporter that exports obsidian dust from the top only when there's a redstone signal, because if I have 20 of these enriched obsidian, I don't need to make more. So this detector here is it's used for both exporters. This one here to make more um, enriched obsidian, and this one here to make more dust. So when I don't have 20 refined obsidian plates in my system, that's when this it stops emitting a redstone signal, and both these machines start working. And of course, I need the enrichment chamber, which just makes obsidian dust. And also, I don't want to transform all my obsidian into dust, so I have another detector here which says if I have 16 obsidian dust in my system, then stop working. It's emitting a redstone signal. This is working only with this is emitting a redstone signal, and the detector is emitting a redstone signal, and this exporter only works without the redstone signal. So it's just the same setup, but in a line behind, so I know for myself that this machine, all these machines behind it are to serve this machine. So yeah, it's just transform obsidian into dust, um, export it, import it in the system on the right here. Yeah, importers, and then export it um, through here into this enrichment chamber, which is also um, fed constantly with enriched diamonds. So as soon as I don't have one, well, as soon as this one is used, then another one will be exported in its place. And then if in my system I don't have 20, then that machine will kick off and make more. So yeah, basically this is all I did. And I have to automate the tin and the carbon as well. So you'll get to see how I did it, but this is the gist of it. So at this point, we need to continue, and I am going to do the tin at this moment. So I'm going to have a exporter that only runs without a redstone signal, and a detector right here that will monitor enriched tin, and if it's above 20 in my system, that's when I want you to emit the redstone signal and you should stop working. So at this point, I believe I have none, right? Good. But at the same time, I need to make it. So in order to make this, you need tin dust. And tin dust from Mekanism is again in an enrichment chamber or a crusher. So in our case, it's crusher because we will never have tin ore just laying around. So we will have tin ingots. So that's when we need a crusher from Mekanism. And I'm going to place the crusher here. Yes, I need power. So first things first, power, crusher, and I need an exporter on the said crusher and an importer. So I am going to do a cable here to carry the signal and exporter. I might put the importer here and the exporter here with a redstone signal next to it. So this is a exporter. I'm gonna do this here, importer here. I need to set up the machines so that they input and output. So output to the left, input to the top. And I need you to have a detector also for the same thing. No, no. I'm gonna do a detector here. Then I actually don't need that cable. So a detector here that will detect if I have tin dust. But if I have tin dust, it will probably smelt it into ingots again, and this is going to be a loop. So we're going to detect the same thing, the enriched tin, just to avoid having the same problem. So if we have less than 20 enriched tin, no, if we have above 20 enriched tin, then stop emitting a redstone signal. No, emit a redstone signal, sorry. And then you only run if you have a redstone signal. If you don't have a redstone signal. Alright, confusing. So this only works without the redstone signal. So at this point, if I put a tin a tin ingot, it should work. But the moment that we have 20 enriched tin, this will emit a redstone signal because it's set to emit above 20, and this will stop working, so it will stop making dust, and this will stop making enriched tin. I don't know if that makes any sense, but that's what happens. So at this point, you are exporting quite fast, and you are not keeping up, so I need speed upgrades for this machine. And you should import. Oh, no, not back, sorry. This. Left. So you should be importing. We also need to have some exporters on the top, but we also need to have crafters on the top for auto crafting on demand. So I don't know how to do this because there's only so many faces to use. I mean, I have the sides that I'm not using, but that would mean that I need to space these machines out. Right, let's say that I take U2 and I place U2 here. Yes, yes. So then I can't use the sides because I have the importer here. So it's the same thing. So I need to place them even one block backwards. And then I can put a exporter there and the crafter on top. And then I can put the power through here, like so. And um, I don't know, do this, I guess. Well, we'll see how it looks and we'll decide if it's decent or not after. So we did that, and we need cable. No, we don't need to go around with cables because we will have the crafters on top. So um, one there, and then exporter on the side, and you are supposed to export enriched diamonds constantly. I will have to set up the machine as input on the right, um, output on the back, and also input on the top. But yeah, so input on the top, and on the right we need extra, so it goes into this little slot. So at this point it's going to fill up with enriched diamonds, and theoretically if the system were connected, one of these machines would have started, this one would have started producing more diamonds. So we need another exporter on here, which is going to be set to the left should be extra, the right nothing, the top should be red, the bottom green, and the back should be output. And now we need two importers on over here and two cables. We could do it like one cable here, one here, or we could do round around and have a cable here. So the crafters are online. So now this is full with enriched diamonds. This is full with uh, enriched carbon, or it should. Oh no, wait, did I set it up? No, I didn't. So you should receive enriched carbon. So now it's 64 full, and these machines, no, the carbon shouldn't because I have a lot of it in my system. But this one should have triggered to make me more diamonds. Also no, because I have a lot in my system. Never mind. So that being said, it looks decent-ish. I mean, I know it's annoying because I have these cables all over the place, but there's not much that I can do because I need the crafters on top. So I have room for one more machine here, depending on whatever machine I need. We'll see if we need another machine. If not, we'll just make a nice block. We'll go lower or down or through the back with the cables, and we'll put a block there. So for the moment, that's all we need for auto crafting stuff. So why did we do all that? Is because if we take a look at Mekanism, and let's say we want to create speed upgrades. speed upgrades. Well, not speed. Let's go with upgrades because I want both speed and efficiency or energy. Filter, no. Muffling is for the noise, which is also nice. Gas, anchor. So let's say we want some speed upgrades. You need to know how to do this. And we'll put away everything for the moment. So I want you to know how to do this. And in order to do this, you needed to know how to make this, which you already know now, and osmium dust. Osmium dust, it is in a crusher. So hence the crusher. Now I need a crafter for the crusher. And probably at least one piece of cable. So that being said, the speed pattern itself can go into the normal crafters and the crafter for the crushed osmium needs to go here and with this pattern in. So at this moment, if I want to craft speed upgrades, let's say I want 64. Why not? Osmium is crafting. The crusher is crushing. Sorry, but the, it's unavoidable to repeat words in this game. This machine will crush the osmium, and once we have osmium in our system, crushed osmium, it will automatically craft those speed upgrades via recipe. So for the moment, if I put these two upgrades in here, this machine will become faster. It's already a bit faster, and after the second one will be added, yeah, I got effect 1.78 times faster, but it also consumes more energy. So that's why we need the other ones. So let's go see what we can do about the efficiency. Well, not efficiency, the energy efficiency. So you are the same, but with gold dust. And I want you to be in a crusher to make me gold dust. So you go there, and the normal recipe should go in any one of these, like so. So when it finishes with the osmium crushing, which you see it doesn't export more because it's a crafter and it's only doing what it needs to do. That's when we can request some more upgrades, but this time energy upgrades. So let's see. Upgrades. At this point, we have 14 speed upgrades. And I want to make 64 energy upgrades. So in theory, after this finishes, it will get 64 gold ingots. But I am going to upgrade this machine as much as possible to make it faster for the moment. It will consume a lot more energy, like 5 times, 6, 5, yeah, 4, 5, 7 times now, and 10 times. It's 10 times faster, but also 10 times more expensive in energy. It's using 2k Fe per tick, and the other crafter crusher, if I can reach it. It's there, yeah. The other crafter is using 20 Fe. So from 20 all the way up to 2k. So that's clearly a lot more energy usage. So yeah, we need those energy efficiency upgrades. So energy, If you want to put just energy upgrades in it, like for example, if you're struggling with energy, you can't produce enough energy for all these machines, and you put 8 energy upgrades, you can see it uses from 20 FE per tick, it goes all the way down to 2. So that's like almost nothing. You can power probably all these machines with speed energy upgrades in them with only one level 2 solar panel. So yeah, but we have level 6 solar panels, so we're not concerned yet. We'll see if we ever get concerned about it. And let's see if there's a deposit that will actually give me diamonds. So copper, gold, prismarine, emerald. Okay. Coal, sulfur, tin, iron, copper, sulfur, redstone, sulfur, platinum, nickel, lead, sulfur, silver, granite, diorite, andesite, obsidian, bauxite and iron, nether quartz and sulfur, nether quartz ore. Well, that's nice. It's probably only in the nether. Iron, nickel, sulfur, clay, sand, gravel, uranium, lead, tungsten, iron, and that's it. So there's no diamond, really? So unfortunately, we cannot auto mine diamonds with the excavator that we have. So we're going to have to make one of those digital miners, I believe. Yeah, because I don't want to use the quarry. There's another version of quarry from some mod. Don't remember. Quarry Plus. There's a quarry that you can automate, and it's nice because you have, it's like the RF Tools version, the old quarry, and it's visually very nice, but eh, it's very complicated. Well, not very complicated. You need to. It's more complicated than the digital miner. That's what I'm trying to say. And with the digital miner, I have enough control that I can actually mine just diamonds if I want to. It's expensive, yes. Teleportation core. Oh my. See, this is why we needed Mechanism. Because we need to autocraft this stuff. I ain't doing by hand. Right, so upgrades. Back to our sheep upgrades. We should have quite a few of you. Some recipes that you can't do in the enriching factory, and you still need the enrichment chamber. So yeah. All right. So now let's go and see why we did all these upgrades and stuff. We wanted to make the digital miner to get more diamonds. Diamonds for the win. So I'm gonna autocraft it. Oldemodium ingot. Do we have enough oldemodium? We need 2 more. All right, never mind. All right, guys. Unfortunately, we were not able to finish the digital miner this episode because we ran out of time. But next episode, we will have it because we have pretty much everything that we need to make it. And we will be able to filter so we can find whatever ore we need. And with the solar panels we have, there's no problem with power. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and tell me what you think. Leave a comment if you have anything to suggest. And thanks for watching. You're amazing.